So today is April 5th, 2026, and going to my backyard. Yesterday morning, the morning of April 4th, 2026, I had to bury my wonderful fur child, Pinko Noso, the sunshine child. He was an orange cat with a white chin and white fur on his neck. Wonderful bright pink nose, beautiful golden eyes, not green. He started out blue when he was a little kitten, a month old, and then they got green for a short time, and then right around when he turned about 6 or 7 months old, basically 7 months old, just beautiful gold color eyes, like almost like motor oil, like just this beautiful golden color, and he remained that way even up until when he died yesterday. I got pictures of him, so he was just beautifully colored. He was adorable, and his personality was amazing. I never had an orange cat before. My mom had one, and my dad had one, my sister had one, and gosh, I think other family members had one too. Anyway, he was my first, and his mom was a tabby cat that came from over there, and was pregnant, and they would just hang out for about a month at my place, just periodically, like a neighbor. And then would his mommy, I called her Mommy Kitty, but she had kittens, and then she brought one up right about there on August 5th of 2025. And it was Root Beer. Root Beer was the first one. He was a tabby cat. And then, so I brought that little kitten in and had him on the bed and was petting him. And then his mom kept acting like she was looking around to find the others. And like she's looking around trying to find something, like in my house. Like there's no other kittens there. So I took that as a hint that she's looking for something. So I put her back outside and put a box out there on the porch, and then a few hours later there was more kittens in the box, and one of them was orange. It was and so that's the first time I had kittens in a long time, and so I cuddled them and adopted them to be my little fur children, and I put videos on YouTube and put pictures on Instagram, and it was great. And it wasn't until about when Pinko Noso, the sunshine child, was 6 weeks old, things started to change. I was getting groceries in and out of my house, and he kind of ran through the door as it was shutting, and it caught his arm in there, and he screamed, and then he went around the back porch and was meowing at the door afterward. And this was like long after dark. And I was worried because the veterinarian wasn't open, and I was worried that Pinko Noso, who I just usually call Pink Nose, I was worried that he was injured. And so I held him gently and just gently touched his, it was his right arm. Yeah, I think it was his right arm. And then just gently held it and was just being emotionally honest, like in how I felt, but being verbally silent for a brief period. and just concentrating, just hoping he was all right, because I was so worried. I figured I could at least just calm him down. That's why I was so gentle and calm with him. And I was just petting him gently and telling him how much I love him and what he means to me and stuff. And that's when things changed. That's when, like, he started looking at me differently. And then he got, like, really super clingy. And he would cuddle a lot. I mean, he was, like, extremely clingy. I mean, when I'd try to sleep, he would crawl up all over my face back and forth. Made me have dreams that snakes were crawling all over me or something like that. Because, like, he would just, anyway. Because it was affecting my dreams, you know, feeling the physical sensation of something crawling on me. Well, anyway, he was the one cat out of all of them that enjoyed being in the house the most. He loved climbing up on me whenever I tried to sit down or lay down. And, I mean, dude, he would ram his pink nose into me like a rhinoceros whenever he wanted to be petted. And then he would push his nose into, like, you know, the joint in my arm or into my shoulder or my cheek or just into my chin or whatever. I mean, he was really loving. He was so cute and adorable. And the way his voice sounded when he meowed. And oh gosh, his brother died around November 5th. I think it was November, of 2025. Got ran over on the same street. And then El Pinko Noso died yesterday, April 4th. Because the night of April 3rd, he was still alive. It was weird because he had just... let's pretend that the yard is my driveway. And then he would walk... He just walked over and laid about 2 foot into the road. And just would lay there and groom himself. Like he didn't know any better. But he was so good about staying out of the road. He always would come back here in the backyard and, like, play in the trees there and all that. And it was just weird. Then he got out in the road. When I went to go pick him up, he looked at me like, "What are you doing?" You know, and I picked him up and I put him in the backyard here with his sister. That's Fruit Stripe, his sister, and told him to play. And then he walked down this hill a little bit and was playing with his sister some more. And that was the night of April 3rd, 2026. I woke up at it was like 9 something in the morning yesterday, April 4th, yesterday, when my neighbor texted me and he showed me a picture of El Pinko Noso laying in the neighbor's yard. And he says, "I'm sorry for your loss." And that's when I learned that the pink-nosed baby, that's El Pinko Noso, the sunshine child, had died. And I saw the spot on the road where it happened. There was a substantial blood spot. So the speed limit here is 20 miles an hour. But the speed that the vehicles drive on average is 45 miles an hour. Some people are 50, some people are 35. They drive very fast. Posted speed limit is 20. People don't obey it. Because there's a blind curve hill here. And this whole street is posted 20. From the very bottom to, like, the very top of the street. And people don't comply. And anyway, but El Pinko Noso must have been crossing the street, and the area where he was hit, there's a substantial blood mess. You see a spot where the road is clean, and then it's surrounded by, like, blood, so it's like a C or half moon shape in the blood spot, but the width of the blood spot is about 6 or 7, maybe 8 inches. So he was hit hard in order to throw blood that far, that soon. So he must have been hit around 45 or 50 mile an hour. and it immediately created a puddle. And the reason why is because I see what looks like tire tracks, where like the spot on the person's tire that touched the ground, that basically touched him and was in contact with the blood. When the tire rotates, that same spot, when it finally rotates and touches the ground again, it made a track, and then about 5 feet later it made another track and another. So there was 4 spots where the tire had tracked the blood onto the road, and then they lead up that way, up that direction. So it's somebody that lives up that part of the road, or that part of the county, that did it. I'm not surprised, because of when I've been up their road, I see tree bark missing off the tree at about this level, about the height of somebody's knee, and only the side of the tree that faces the road around these curves. Speed limit 30 to 35 mile an hour. Dude, and they just drive like this road barbarians. So, and they keep driving like this, and with impunity. And just every week there's like a call where you see a bunch of cops and ambulances flying up the hill up that way, because these people are uncivilized. And this road has tight turns in some areas, where these people live, and it's curvy, and it's got blind hills. And here where I live, it's 20 mile an hour, but where those people live down their road, it's 30 to 35 mile an hour. But the people drive like they think it's an interstate highway. And it's been a perpetual thing for the nearly 12 years that I've lived here. And I've requested that the police, because I wrote them a letter and they said they got it in the mail. I requested that they use my yard as a speed trap, and because it's the perfect place, because radar detectors are useless, because there's too much like hillside in the way. So these police will be able to just like really catch these people. You don't even need radar. You just visually look at them. You know how fast they're going. But no, there's no willpower to stop this. And that's why it persists. And it cost a life. This is the grave of El Pinko Noso, the sunshine child that I dug myself yesterday. The hibiscus flower bloomed yesterday morning, and I put it on there.